Hi guys, welcome to Citizen Mentors. My name is Ketan. Happy to inform you that as of now we have around about four students who have actually made it to IIFT, and we're still counting. So there are, as of now, there are four students. It's a good number. Last year we had around about one or two students we had in IIFT. So we're still counting that. Now, a lot of students requested to kind of understand the take on IIFT. So I'm going to kind of dig into it. So let's have a look at IIFT placement report with respect to the batch profile placements and the company. Okay. Now the batch profile is gender ratio 32 female, 68 male. That's okay. When you look at the other B schools, it's a decent gender ratio that we have. Work experience के बारे में अगर बात करेंगे तो freshers 28%. It's a decent number. I mean, you do not see a sort of a huge difference between what people are with the workers and whatnot. Again, I will calculate this number also something which is definitely a category of freshers. But again, like college has done the bifurcation, so sort of it's more than 30-40%. You can say that. 12 to 13 months, again, not that. I mean, let's just say 12 to 13 months is like 1 to 2 years, 30%. 24 to 36 is 21%. And 36 plus is 9%. So this is on a lower side. This is on an average side. So this is something with it which is substantial. That if you have to talk about the average work experience in IFT, then you can say that it's around about 1.5 year to 2 years. So that's the batch profile we have. Now, to talk about the educational profile is given here. You can pause it and we can have a look at it. What is interesting is to understand where these students are coming from. So the maximum chunk is coming from, if you look at this is IT, ITS, and this is your manufacturing. You club them up. This is nothing but the engineering sort of a background that they are coming from. Then you have analytics and consulting. Then you have GenMan. 7% students are coming from GenMan. Then you also have BFSI, but again, not that significant, right? The significant number is coming from the IT and the engineering or manufacturing sector. Moving ahead very quickly, let's understand the sort of placement statistics, which is quite important. So the batch strength is nothing but 279 batch strength is here. Would love to know the PPOs for that matter. So if you look at the PPO given by IFT, 93. So there are 93 students who've got PPO out of 279. So just to round it up, if I take 28, so roundabout, you can say that 29% of students have got PPO from IFT, and this number is actually good. This number is actually close by to the couple of IMs, which is the old IM that I'm talking about, and a couple of other institutes also. So the PPO number looks damn good. There are 98 companies catering to 279 students, but again, one company can come up with multiple profiles. So it's a good number. That close to 100 companies are out there actually. Would love to understand how many new companies actually added to IFT portfolio this time. Okay, 32. Okay, so 32 companies are the new companies, and you should always look at how many new companies are getting added to your portfolio because I mean, like, when you look at the company placement, right, there are regular recruiters and there are guest sort of recruiters. So the more you have new companies on the campus, it means that there is a good connect between industry and the college. Also, at the same time, the college is being getting recognized by the industry because of which there are a lot of new companies coming on the campus. So if you look at the name out here, right, couple of names we can talk about. So you've got Darashaw, you've got D-Shaw, you have Epic, beautiful company, it is Enhance Group. Okay, you have Roland in the kitty now. You've got Tata Global Beverages, a good company, and you've got Press Vista, Zomato, and G Healthcare. So if you look at all these companies are good ones, and most of these companies are actually coming for Genman, and these companies actually give sort of a role which is into the leadership program sort of a role. So looking at the company's portfolio, looking at the sort of profiles that have been offered are actually good. So if you look at overall average, the overall average is around about 20.07 lakh per annum. That's okay. Have they mentioned the median CTC? Median is 18 lakhs, which is again a decent. I mean, it's going to be wrong on my part to sort of do the comparison with XIMB, do the comparison with Narsi Monji because all these guys have a similar sort of average package. So again, IFT has its own sort of standing in the market. So I will definitely not be looking at the average package and doing the comparison because you really cannot compensate or really cannot kind of monetize or you really cannot actually put that brand value into the monetary perspective. So IFT will always stand ahead of all these colleges. Anyway, so when you talk about average is 20 lakhs. Now, what is quite interesting here is sort of, should be noted down by you guys is that 150,000. So 150K is your international package and this has been paid in USD. Now, I don't want to kind of do this comparison because it might not be a correct comparison, but I just want to tell you that, if you look at the sort of placement given by the top 10 B schools in the world, globally when I look at, and sort of excluding the Indian B schools. Even if you look at Harvard Business School, right? You should be starting with 175K as your per annum package. I mean, I'm talking about my domain, which is like investment banking, right? So I am again, it cannot be orange to orange comparison, but just we need some sort of a benchmarking. That's the reason I'm telling you. So this number looks damn beautiful, and this number looks really, really, sort of. Kind of sort of proud kind of a thing, because IFT is now actually getting into that sort of a league now. But again, even if you're not talking about the Harvard, even if you talk about the other colleges which are again in top 10, top 20, top 30 worldwide, then definitely these sort of remuneration. I am only talking about remuneration, guys. I'm not doing comparison with Harvard and all in any other perspective. If this is the only thing that I'm trying to understand is that, okay, yes, IFT has done a fantastic job when you look at the international sort of a package, because on an average level की अगर हम बात करेंगे, excuse me, when you talk about an average level, okay, अगर हम एक average level के बारे में बात करते हैं, so normally a student who is doing an MBA, right, globally, from let's just say top 50 B school or whatever, let's just say let's talk about top 20, 30 B school of USA, right? Then on an average, the package is around about 100,000. Okay, $100,000, and IFT has done a great job out here. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm not giving any sort of comparison with Harvard and Stanford and all that, because most of the time students or other viewers or those who watch video, they sort of do fast forward and they feel that, oh, you know what, how can you compare it with Harvard and blah blah blah, and then they hit the dislike button without even listening to me completely. So just trying to clarify my point out here. So placement wide, definitely it looks decent. Having 279 students, which is definitely lesser than the IIMs, but close to the IIM numbers that we see, they have still managed to maintain the average package between the range of 18 to 20 lakhs, which is a great thing. Okay, now let's talk about the sector-wise distribution. What I would be interested in knowing the top-notch sector, which is okay, IT, ITES. Then what do you have on the second level is FMCG. Then what do you have on the third level is BFSI. So BFSI, recently, actually, when you talk about IFT is actually now getting a good recognition as far as banking and finance profiles are concerned. And I will be walking you guys through all these things. But anyway, when you look at conglomerates, हमको पता है typical conglomerates जो आते हैं, Reliance हो गया, Aditya Birla हो गया, RPG हो गया, all these sort of conglomerates are coming. But again, it's a diversified sort of a college, because you look at, you're getting placement from FMCG, you're getting placement from energy sector, BFSI, conglomerates, consumer services. You've got trade. This is the trump card of IFT. Also, you have companies coming in from media and telecom. So that gives you sort of a good sort of a feeling that if you are somebody who's getting into IFT, they can actually have a plethora of options as far as placements are concerned. Moving ahead, let's talk about sales and marketing. Again, definitely needless to say, but yeah, you will be having all the biggies as far as the FMCG is concerned. FMCG and FMCD both. Yeah, ITC is there, HUL is there. All these guys, you can see here. That's for sure. Um, Also, you have e-commerce. E-commerce companies are Flipkart, Oyo, okay, Hexaware, InfoEdge. InfoEdge is doing good these days, by the way. So sales and marketing looks good. Even portfolio-wise, what do you have? Okay, we've got automobile industry. Okay, Tata Steel is there. Then we've got Maruti Suzuki, Royal Enfield. Okay, so company-wise, no doubt. I mean, IFT will definitely have good number of companies coming on the campus. Now, when you talk about finance, okay, let's talk about finance. Finance is something we can have a look at. D-Shaw investment banking. Okay, but again, we don't know about the profile, but definitely it should be a middle office, or even if it's at the back end, has to do something with the statistical or sort of hedge fund and all that kind of a profile. Because D-Shaw is in venturing into that. Epic is a great company. These guys are basically into the building up of software for the financial companies, banking and all that stuff. So that's there. Goldman Sachs, JPMC, all these guys are with their coveted, investment banking domain. That's for sure. So all these guys have given the investment banking profile. Again, when you talk about Axis, HSBC, ICICI, Yes Bank, IB profile, short. Then you have G पक्का FMP का profile दिया होगा. Excuse me for that. So G continue to show faith in the institute's talents by hiring FMP. I said it right. So FMP, Financial Management Program. It's a wonderful program given by GE. It's a fabric. People love to get into GE to have FMP program. So great. So you've got Crystal rating agency. One of my students is working in Crystal. Citibank looks good. You also have new companies coming on campus. Amazon, Genpact, they hired for their finance verticals. Okay, let's move. I'm not getting into detail because I need to kind of keep an eye on the time also. Okay, so what do you have? This is IT ITS, has to be Cat Gemini, EXL. What do you have? You've got Google. Google is coming on campus. That's a fantastic thing. What sort of offer they're giving? Product management, maybe, मेरे ख्याल से, right? So yeah, so Amazon is there. So even if you look at IT ITS companies are doing good. IT ITS में product भी आएगा. Strategy and consulting, fabulous. What do we have in strategy and consulting? Okay, I3 is there. Deloitte has to be product management. So GPL, Deloitte, product management, perfect. Then what do you have? Increased demand in industry for product manager. Okay, OYO is there. Excel, EXL is also recruiting for. EXL is a very good company actually. EXL is also recruiting for, strategy and consulting. Beautiful. I hope to see Genman. Genman is here. RPG, as I said, like Airtel. All these are conglomerates. Polycab is also there. Mahindra and Mahindra is one of the sort of a conglomerate, and they're kind of taking people for Genman. So profile wise, it looks good. Moving ahead, trade and operation. This is the trump card. This is the what is it? This is the main thing as far as your sort of IFT college is concerned. So 150,000 packages given in here. You have Olam International. You've got Trafigura. Trafigura is basically oil and gas. They deal with oil and gas. So definitely trade तो वहाँ पे बनता ही है. No doubt about it. Then you have another companies also hiring from IFT. Mercs होना चाहिए यहाँ पे. Amazon है, Tata Steel है, Merck's line is also there. So if you look at placement wise, IFT looks damn good. IFT is a fabulous B school wherein you can get that sort of a platform, and that is the reason I always put IFT in top 10. Followed by the Holy Trinity, old IMs, SPJ, and XLR, FMS, and then IFT. So that's my ranking, as far as IFT is concerned. But definitely, it's a fabulous college. If you're joining in, you are one of the luckiest lot, I would say. And if you're an aspirant, then definitely you should be aspiring for IFT. It's one of its kind college, to be very honest. When I talk about international business, and IB is something, IB, not investment banking, but IB, which is the international business, is actually growing now. And I think this is a great college that you can go for. You can pause the video, have a look at the recruiters. I hope you like the analysis. I tried to keep it as much as I can between like 12 and a half minutes. So guys, that's it from my side. If you have any questions, put the comment on the video. Thank you so much.